Hey, it's Jazzy May, and today I'm going to be talking about self love because I tried to pull my hair, but it didn't work out, and that's why it's in a bun. And then I tried to do my makeup, but it's definitely the same makeup look as last week. Also, my bun was lopsided, so yeah. Um, but I'm going to be talking about self love because it's a thing that we can all work on during quarantine while we're all here alone with our thoughts. And it is, it's just a trend, with Sophia Wilde and her talk and Savannah Christina, I think, with her song, and I love that song. And, Demi Lovato with I Love Me. And so I just want to put in my little 2 cents and give you a little like rundown on my journey. So here goes. I'm 17 and I'm very fortunate that I've gotten to a point where my self-esteem is high, and when it was low, and it is a trend, you let people treat you bad, so they treat you bad, and because they treat you bad, you think that you're not good enough to be treated well. And because you don't think you're good enough to be treated well, you allow them to treat you bad, and it's a cycle. And it starts and ends with you ultimately. So, yeah. There was a book I was reading, I think, The 7 Pillars of Self Esteem or Self Love, I think. It's a really good book. I recommend you read it. But for me, I do believe that my self love journey began with psychoanalysis. I do believe that in order to love yourself, you need to accept yourself, obviously. And in order to accept yourself, you need to know yourself. I do believe psychoanalysis comes in at that point, and that's another reason why I think therapy should not be as taboo as it is. And I know it's on its way to becoming, more of an everyday thing, less taboo, but it needs to get to a point where people are openly talking about their therapy, because therapy does really help with psychoanalysis, and not everyone feels comfortable like looking into themselves alone, because it can be very dark at times. Um, so there's that. But for me, when I had low self esteem, I was in a toxic relationship. And getting out of that relationship, being able to view it from afar, I realized that I was in that cycle, me believing that I wasn't good enough to be treated well, so I allowed myself to be treated bad, and because of that, I thought that, it was a cycle. And getting out of it, I realized that's what it was. And so I realized that that's what I was doing, and then I was like, oh, if that's what I was doing this whole time and I didn't realize what other things, have I been doing that has a deeper meaning that I originally thought. So it's always me thinking, oh, do I do this because of this thing that happened before, or just like, why do I do certain things, or why do I react to certain situations the way I do? And I do believe it really helped me with accepting myself, and with that, it comes loving myself. And when you have an infestation of bugs, right, you can kill the bug, But if you don't know how the bugs came to be in your house or where they lie or how they came to lie, you can't really get rid of the problem because you don't know how it became a problem in the first place. So I think we need to get to the root of our character, you know, like why I am the way I am. And when I learn why, I can either accept who I am or change the things that I want to change, you know? And there's no problem changing, you know, like if I always react to a certain situation, like overreact to a certain situation, and I look back and I realize why I overreact, I can take steps to fix my overreaction, and that's not a problem at all. It's just you can't fix it if you don't know what needs to be fixed, and you can't fix it if you don't know why it became a problem that needed to be fixed in the first place. So there's that. So I do believe that psychoanalysis helps, and this quarantine is a great time to start psychoanalyzing because we're alone with our thoughts. And if it gets dark, then I mean, take a friend with you, start journaling, create a video diary. I used to do that. Saying your thoughts out loud helps you organize them better. Writing them down helps you organize it better. Even typing it on your phone. I think that this is a great time to start our self-help journeys because, and you know, continue them. They never really end. And also, getting a partner, and I know that it's very controversial, you know, like don't love somebody else till you love yourself, but truly, I don't think we should because, and what was it? There's a quote. It was by somebody, I don't know. I think it was Will Smith. If I'm not wrong, I'll put it up on the screen. Because you're putting all your weight on somebody else. Like it's their, you're adding another thing to their plate. You know, they've already got a lot going on and they have to maintain your happiness on top of that when you could maintain your happiness. It's not fair to yourself or your partner. Like, I understand that, you know, it's like, I don't love myself, but, you know, if someone else loves me, then they can teach me, you know, how to love myself, but you need to teach them how you need to be loved because no one knows how you need to be loved but you. And that's just that on that because they'll treat you however they feel that you should be treated. But if you don't have an opinion on how you should be treated, then you can't tell them if they're right or wrong, you know? So they're going to treat you however you allow them to be treated. But if you don't know how you should be treated, then you're going to let them treat you any type of way. And that's not okay at all. So stay single, date yourself, man, like get to know yourself. And then when you get to know yourself, accept yourself and love yourself, and then get to know yourself more. Okay, so there's the end of my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. I'm not going to tell you to like, comment, or subscribe because if you want to, I assume you'll do this on your own. But if you need a reminder, here it is.